Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, I'm going to be ranking every single World Cup kit. In this video, I'm only going to be taking a look at the home kits. Next time, I'll go over all the away ones. So make sure you subscribe to this channel to stay tuned for that. And also a bit of a disclaimer, I might not actually be ranking every single kit. Sorry for the misleading title, but Tunisia and Cameroon have still not launched their kits. They're both taking their sweet time for this release. Cameroon just switched from Puma to One All Sports, a company that's mostly known for their motorsport gear, and they're just taking too long. I'm eager to make this tier list, so I've included 30 teams today. I'll be editing this video as this week goes on. It'll take me a long time anyway. And if Tunisia and Cameroon do come in clutch before I upload this, I will include them at the very end of this video. But yeah, more than ever, this is just my opinion. So as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave an early like. Let's try to hit 1,500 likes for this video. Let's get into it. This time we'll start in reverse order from the groups. Starting off in Group H, Portugal. I see some people have been warming up to this kit, but I just don't see the hype whatsoever. It is terrible in my opinion. One of the worst kits we'll be seeing at the World Cup. It's cool that they incorporated the flag on the kit, but it is a very lazy design. Now, if you look closely, there is a very subtle pattern in there, but from far away, it looks extremely bland. I already went on my Nike tangent, but Nike have done a terrible job on their kits this year. Portugal being one of the best examples of how they just absolutely bottled it and seemed like they couldn't care less about this World Cup launch. This has to go on the bottom for me, possibly one of my easier choices in this video. It's a shame because Portugal are such a quality side going into this World Cup. Everybody's gonna have their eyes on this shirt. Very exciting squad. Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup as well. And this is what Nike have given them. I'm happy that some people like it, I guess, but for me, not at all. And I know some Portuguese fans have been agreeing with me on this statement. It's one of the worst kits I've seen from Portugal. It genuinely looks like some unlicensed team in Pro Evo. Now for Uruguay. Overall, it's a pretty simple design. One of the more noticeable things is the cuffs on the sleeves. They're huge, but I think it's a good touch. The small button on the collar. This is actually a very clean kit. Simple, innovative, and way better than their away kit, which we'll get into in the next video. I'm not too impressed with Puma overall in their World Cup launch, but this kit in specific, I think is pretty solid. I know I'll get some disagreements on this statement, but in my opinion, it doesn't really seem like they did anything wrong with it. And I'm going to be giving Uruguay an A for this video. Now going back to Nike, South Korea. Some people like this kit from what I've seen, but in my opinion, it is a massive downgrade compared to their previous design. Their last kit had a pattern going across the entire shirt with a theme that very much represented the country. This just has some details on the shoulders, and apart from that, it's completely blank. I do appreciate the touch that they added on the shoulders, I guess, but it's kind of awkward how it cuts off on the lower bit of the arms. Nike uses this theme a lot where they have an awkward separation from the shoulders to the chest. At times it's more visible in others, but here it's pretty present as it's very much cut off. I don't think it blends well together. I like the collar, but apart from that, I'm really not a huge fan of this kit. Much better last year. I'm gonna have to give it a C. At least it's not as bad as Portugal's. Now for Ghana. Ghana's home kit, again, I think is a bit of a downgrade compared to last year's. There was a lot more detail going on across the kit. This one's a lot more simple. It's completely white. You got cuffs representing the flag of the country. The collar's a bit awkward with just that random yellow line in the center. And they did this last year as well, but this year it's a bit more noticeable because the kit is completely white. The black star in the center, I just love that touch. That's the identity of the national team. I believe it's bigger on this kit than last year's as well. I wish there was some more detail going on like last year's, but I still respect where Puma went with this, so I will give them a more generous ranking. I will be giving Ghana a B. Now for Brazil. Now, a lot of people are complaining that Brazil's kit looks the same every single year. It's always yellow with those green details on usually the collar of the sleeves. Yes, of course. Why would they change that though? It's just so iconic to the beautiful game. Everybody recognizes that kit. So I don't blame them at all for not wanting to change that. And what they have added to this kit, I think is beautiful. This time they went a lot more innovative, adding a subtle jaguar pattern across the kit. This new touch is such an upgrade compared to their previous designs. And I'm sorry, say what you want about it being the same every single year. With this new element, along with it being just such an iconic kit for so many years, I'm giving Brazil an S. Now for Serbia. Oh man. This kit is so underwhelming, it is unbelievable. Now I don't despise the new badge change, it's okay. But The rest of the kit really is just such a letdown. Nothing cool about it. Their kit last year with this Nikola Tesla pattern was phenomenal. I don't know if you can really see it on this camera. I'll show you a picture anyway. But yeah, this might be one of the biggest downgrades we are seeing in these World Cup kit releases. This kit right here is S material. This is at the bottom at D. I'm sorry. This kit might grow on some people because Serbia definitely can have a solid run at the World Cup. But I'm just so disappointed in this. I guess there is some subtle design integrated in there, but it still does not work for me. I really wish these were better. Now for Switzerland, another Puma release. All it's really got going is those lines on the top of the kit that start to fade down. It's bland other than that, and the collar just looks oddly boxy and triangular. It just truly does look like an awkward fit. Still more effort in this kit than what we are seeing at the D category, so I will be a bit nicer to Switzerland. They're really at the edge here, but I'll put them at C. Now for Belgium, one of the few Adidas kits that I am not the biggest fan of what they went with here. I'm seeing a lot of people like this design. It's unique with the flames on the sleeves, but I oddly can't help but think of this dude when I see the kit. I appreciate the unique delivery Belgium tried to execute here, but I think their merch was a lot better a few years back. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give Belgium a C. Damn, I am being brutal so far. Look at that. Now for Morocco. This jersey's actually inspired from one of their retro kits from back in the day. I believe in 1998. It's basically the same design. Similar elements to Uruguay's kit, obviously because it's Puma. But yeah, like I said, that retro chest element that they added, I think is great. You got the badge on one rectangle. Nothing on the other, actually. And then the Puma logo in the center. Not bad here from Puma. I think it's in the same ranks as Uruguay. I will be giving it an A. Might be a controversial opinion, but again, just my preference. Now moving on to Canada. Canada, if you already didn't know, are the one country that's participating in the World Cup that are not getting a new kit. The jersey that they will be representing at the World Cup is the same kit that they've been using during these World Cup qualifiers. A lot of Canadians are obviously fuming about that. This is their first World Cup in so long. They want to have some kind of visual memory of this. But honestly, when you look at the rest of the Nike kit launches, I think you guys might have been blessed here. Pretty plain kit apart from the shoulders and the arms where you got a different kind of pattern going on there. I gotta put Canada in B. I'm sorry you guys didn't get a new kit, but like I said, maybe for the best. And now for Croatia. Nike, like I said, have already been getting so much criticism, and Croatia is one of the easiest designs to point out at. Croatia have some of the most unique kits in the international football scene. Those checkers, everybody now recognizes. They really are some of my favorite kits in the game. Clearly represents the identity of the national team. This one does as well. They still got the checkers in there, but why do they have to go for so many missing bits? As you can see, it just oddly looks unfinished here. Again, you got that awkward Nike template where they try to cut off the shoulders to the chest. It's visible here where they left a lot of the chest mostly white for the crest and the Nike swoosh. This is 100% a downgrade compared to our previous designs. I will miss our old kits for sure, but this still screams the Croatia national team, and I am fully aware this might be an absolutely biased take, but I'm going to be putting them at B. The Croatia national team is honestly what got me into watching this sport in the first place. So that checkered theme is always iconic to me. Yes, it's a downgrade compared to the before, but again, it still has got that Croatian identity, which at least they didn't mess up on that. So yes, it's not my favorite. It's one of our worst in many years, but at least it's something. So I'm going to be giving them a B. Now for Germany. This is a kit that definitely grew on me. When I first saw it, I was kind of like, something doesn't sit right here. It's a bit too bland despite the unique touch, I guess. You still just got completely black in the center and white on the sides. But after looking at it a bit more, I'm definitely appreciating it more and more. The collar is a beautiful touch featuring the German flags. It's so subtle, not really popping out yet. It blends in very well with this simple design. The fact that the crest and the Adidas badge in the center are gold, I think make it beautiful, and there is some very subtle texture there. It's more visible in the center where it's all black. Bravo Deutschland, already looks like an instant classic. I'm going to be giving them an A. Now for Spain, very, very simple. Obviously, scream Spain here, but simply just red. The only detail that is worth mentioning that I do appreciate for sure is the collar. I oddly like how it's unfinished, and I like the color scheme behind it. Now, this kit is a perfect example of something where I'm trying to look for something I don't like about it, and I just can't find anything. I wish there were maybe some more crazy pattern that's going across the kit, but at the same time, the simplicity on this shirt rocks. It's just not the most mind-blowing kit I've ever seen, so I will put it in the A category. Now for Japan. It's about time we put another kit in the S category. This is one of my favorite kits at the World Cup. Japan never seemed to miss. Lately, they always have some of the best kits we've seen. Last year's was already incredible. I didn't think it could get better, and it somehow did. The origami design across the kit is just beautiful. All those beautiful shades of blue that blend perfectly together. You can't ask for anything better than this. And sorry to Brazil, I gave you some praise, but I think it's better than Brazil's. I don't normally do this with the tier list videos, but I just gotta emphasize how much I love this kit, and it would be absolutely mind-blowing to me if they somehow managed to top this design again next time around. Group E has been doing so well with these kits so far, but we move on to Costa Rica next, and I am very disappointed in this design. Definitely in the D category. Last year was so much better. That Costa Rican flag that was blended in behind the New Balance logo was a beautiful touch. This has nothing great to it. Those sleeves, man, I want to say those are cuffs, but I don't think they are. I think that's genuinely the whole sleeve. Half of it is blue. The rest of the kit is plain red. The collar is white. None of it blends well together. I like how they use the flag colors, sure, but most international kits do anyway. Not a fan of this at all. Not innovative. I'm sorry, but what the hell were New Balance thinking here? Costa Rica would have been absolutely up there if they kept the trend from their previous designs. Now for France's kit, I explained this kit so well in one of my previous videos, I'm just gonna run that clip back. There's a lot of subtle detail that I appreciate, especially the national team badge. I love how it's gold. The template of the kit is actually identical to Chelsea's new kit this year. The collar being the exact same, along with the button. The kit also features a lot of subtle patterns, such as the collar. It includes oak leaves and olive branches to signify strength, solidarity, and peace. You've also got the French flag on the cuff of the sleeve. It looks so simple from far, but when you look up close, they executed everything beautifully. It seems iconic. Maybe it was somewhat of a replica from some years back. So simple yet unique at the same time, which is why I'm ranking this kit so highly. Although it's Nike, I gotta say they did a great job here, and the kit's only growing on me more and more. I'm giving France an S. Now for Denmark, this is one of the newest kits to come out. This kit attempts to be somewhat of a replica of what they wore at Euro 1992. Where yes, they won the trophy. You can somewhat see a similarity of that on the sleeves, and I emphasize somewhat because everything here is just blended too similar of the same color. Even the badge and the Hummel logo, it all just looks like a plain red shirt if you look at it from far away. Once you look close, you start to notice that that's actually the Denmark badge. It looks like they're trying to copy Germany's kit from Euro 2020, except that one actually looked a bit badass since it was mostly black. This one being all red, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I can't really see anything. Denmark, I feel like they could have done better here. Really appreciated what they had last time around. This one, I don't know. To my Danish people, I know there's a lot of you. Let me know what you think of this kit. I'm curious to know, but I'm going to be giving Denmark a D. Now for Australia, again, gotta give Nike some props on this one. I'm giving it an A. Nike's template usually doesn't pull through, but the separation from the shoulders to the rest of the shirt blends in beautifully. Two different designs incorporated, but I love it. The design attempts to mimic the golden wattle flower along with the beautiful nature Australia has to offer. From the sandy landscapes of the outbacks to the rich wetlands in the forests. I honestly could be giving this one an S. You know what? I might just. Maybe people won't be a fan of the colors, but at the same time, they're similar to Brazil, so why not? Now taking a look at Saudi Arabia. This kit features some interesting subtle pattern that we've actually seen from their previous design. But their previous design was a lot better. They had green cuffs, they had green lines going across the side. This is literally a downgrade from their previous kit. I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia, but I'm putting you at the C ranking. Now for Poland, this kit is actually pretty similar to South Korea's in the sense where they went for some kind of pattern going across the arms, the shoulders, and then the rest of the kit is blank. This one is obviously predominantly white. It features less red detail compared to their previous design, but I really like the pattern that they went with on the shoulders. I critique South Korea's a lot more because theirs kind of cut off at the bottom. This one, it doesn't seem like it does. The pattern goes all the way across on the bottom of the arm as well. I like that the pattern cuts off at the cuffs as well. It's not my favorite kit, but I definitely think it's a solid integration. I'll put them at the B ranking. Now for Mexico, whenever I look at this, I think of a Christmas tree, but that's good vibes. This kit is beautiful in my opinion. Lots of critiques going on for the Mexico national team, especially their manager. but their kit game is always on point. They went back to the green design for their home kit, which is what I think most people appreciate. I'm giving Mexico an S. Damn, we're praising a lot of kits, and it's not stopping there. I'm also going to be giving the next kit we're ranking, Argentina, an S as well. Similar concept to Brazil's kit. Yes, it's the same every year with those blue and white stripes going down vertically. Why would they ditch that design though? They're keeping their identity, and the additions that they added are absolutely flawless. The back is also phenomenal. At the top, you've got the sun, known as El Sol de Mayo, and then you've got shorter vertical lines in the middle to, I guess, make the name and the number stick out more. Black cuffs and Adidas stripes on the shoulders. Again, Adidas. I mean, look at that. We only have one Adidas kit that's at C. The rest are at A or S so far. Now taking a look at England. This just screeches that terrible Nike template. That design on the shoulders starts off at dark blue, fades away to light blue, and then completely white at the end of the arms. Different colors on the cuffs, but yeah. We're moving forward in the future, and I'm just seeing a worse design compared to the past. We've seen better, haven't we? I'm giving England a C. Now for the United States of America. I'm seeing some people are saying this looks like an NFL jersey. Absolutely bland. Their last one was as well, but at least that one, all the details very much fit well. You can see back then that the details were on the cuffs. Here, they moved all that detail to the middle of the sleeve, and it just doesn't suit right to me. Also, that navy blue shape right under the neck. You see a lot of Nike away kits having that same exact design. This has got to be one of the worst kits at the World Cup. I'm giving USA a D. Now for Iran. All the focus is on the chest and the shoulders. You got a beautiful subtle pattern integrated, and then right under that, you got the red and the green swoosh that kind of blends in together. Actually, no, they fade away when they're about to touch. Cuffs on the sleeves representing the Iranian flag with a different sponsor other than Nike and Adidas. Of course, this kit's going to be unique. I wish they put that jaguar or leopard pattern also towards the bottom of the kit, but apart from that, I like this kit a decent amount. I'll be giving Iran a B. Now for Wales, again, Adidas is not missing this year. I absolutely love the pattern that goes across the kit. You've got lighter to dark shades that kind of zigzag across. I love it. I honestly was expecting Wales to have a much more simple kit, but it seems like they really went all out on this, and I'm going to be giving them a high ranking. I don't know about all the way at S. I'll give them an A. Now taking a look at Group A, let's start off with the host Qatar. The only thing that impresses me about this kit, to be honest, is the cuffs. That zigzag pattern from their flag. The rest of the kit is very plain though. No crazy design across from that. The badge being in the middle kind of looks awkward as well, at least from this image. Definitely the most innovative cuffs we are seeing in real time for these kits. So that's boosting the ranking. But apart from that, not much else like I said. So I'll be giving this kit a B. Now going on to Ecuador. We haven't taken a look at this kit on the channel yet. What an upgrade from last year. It looks plain from far, but very cool subtle texture. You're seeing the small flag on the cuffs, just like France. The detail on the side of the shirt. I really got to give this kit props. It's very simple yet innovative. It looks much better than before where they had both of the sleeves completely blue. Similar to Spain, the simplicity is just on point here, and I'm going to be giving Ecuador an A. Now for Senegal. When you look at it, it seems pretty similar to Ghana's actually. You got the star in the middle. This one has more representation. The flag going across the chest. Same idea with the cuffs. The only difference is the collar has that same color pattern. But I do like Ghana's more. That extra bit of detail from Senegal doesn't really blend in my opinion. Also, their kits from last time around were some of my favorites. Like many of the other kits in this video, I think this is a massive downgrade. I can't ignore this downgrade, man. Sure, maybe Ghana's was too, but I like how Ghana's star just sticks out. I mean, they're known as the Black Stars in the first place. This has got to go in the C ranking. I'm sorry, Senegal. Now for Netherlands, they went for a really unique design representing the lion's fur. I really appreciate where they're going with this. Like many of the other kits, I hate to say it again, I liked what they did last year more. That pattern of the line integrated across the kit was a lot cooler than this. This is a cool idea, a cool concept, but the kit is just way too bright in my opinion, at least in the images that I've seen so far. So with that all being said, I think they deserve a B. We have approached the end of the video, and like I said at the beginning of this recording, we have still not seen anything from Cameroon or Tunisia, and still nothing is confirmed. However, I did check both Instagram pages for each of the national teams, and they did release some stuff. It's nothing confirmed in terms of kits, but some shirts that I haven't seen before. Both of these could easily be training kits or traveling shirts, I don't know. But here's what I'm seeing from Tunisia so far. They got the Kappa sponsor, that hasn't changed. An interesting collar there. Lots of random red detail on the shoulders and the sleeves. Obviously the Kappa logo being multiplied across the shoulders and the arms. I think that little bit of detail where that Kappa duplication cuts off between the shoulders and the arms is a bit awkward. And the rest of the shirt is a bit plain. Last time they had a pretty interesting design throughout. What happened to all the Africa kits in terms of that? A lot of them were banging during the Africa Cup of Nations. Now they seem a bit bang average. This kit is not officially confirmed, but it's what I've been seeing on the Instagram page, and I haven't really seen it being floated around anywhere else, so it could easily just be some training kit, but I'm going to rank it as if it is one of the official kits, and I am giving this a C. And then for Cameroon, again, the team posted these photos. They very much look like training kits, but as we can see, they have a new sponsor there, and actually a lot of sponsors, lots of advertisements across the kit. I'm assuming it's not going to look like that by the time the World Cup rolls around. National teams usually don't endorse all those kind of sponsors. Besides all those advertisements, this shirt is literally just green. It's just a green top, nothing else. Like I said, this is not confirmed, but I don't want to leave you guys out of this video. This is just what I've been seeing recently, so I'm going to leave it here. Cameroon, for me, based off of these pictures, is a D. I really hope they live up to the Africa Cup of Nations kit that they had. That one was sick, but it's a bit doubtful since they decided to ditch Puma. My list was pretty evenly distributed. I actually didn't even mean to do that. I thought I was going to have a lot more that were in the D or C category. But yeah, I got to give credit to where it's due. So yeah, let me know your disagreements in the comments. Thank you all for making it to the end. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will be doing the same kind of video for the away kits, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Take care, la cu noite.